So ladies and gentlemen, Dalvin Tomlinson is a name that has been mentioned on this channel before, back when he was available when he left the Giants, but he could be on his way out in Minnesota, and with it, I think the Cowboys should try to go after him this go around. Now, I understand that the Dallas Cowboys did not try the last time, but I think you really need to upgrade that defensive tackle room, and I think you adding a guy like Dalvin Tomlinson is going to definitely benefit you when you're trying to help build up this defense to try and go on a run in 2023. Let's get into it. Now, before we begin today's video, if you guys could do me a follow. Now, before we begin today's video, if you guys can do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already, that'd be greatly appreciated. Over 87% of you guys watching are not subscribed, so I do highly recommend it, and hit that notification bell. Because if you keep coming back for more content, why not hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that you get alerted for when new content comes out. Now, Dalvin Tomlinson, once again, a name that I mentioned before in other circles that I've been talking with. He's a guy that I really do like, and I think that he can come in and be a guy the Cowboys would want. And look, I understand the guy isn't a tier 1 free agent. You know, he's not a Daron Payne, for example, who, by the way, isn't going to hit the open market. We know that Washington's most likely going to tag him and probably will, as they should. But at the same time, he is definitely a tier 2 free agent that can come in and be a serviceable starter for you, especially a team that's looking to build on their run defense and make it better, you know. And I think that's what the Cowboys were looking to do last season. They traded for Jonathan Hankins, and you have a nice rotation, but you don't really have that dude that you can lean on. And I think Dalvin Tomlinson would be that guy. And again, we're not asking for the guy to be around for a long time. We're just asking for him to come in and be a run stuffer, a big dude that can take up those run lanes and clog them. Because we need that. And there were several games where it was like, okay, where is the run defense? We're getting gashed. Now, keep in mind that once we got Jonathan Hankins, a lot of it came towards the edge, which, you know, that's kind of where you need your edge guys to play better, but also, you know, where your linebackers come in. But I still think, regardless, even if you bring Jonathan Hankins back on a cheap deal, or even Carlos Watkins, I still think you can go out and get a Dalvin Tomlinson. He is a guy I'm 110% buying to go get. You know, and you may be saying, Space, you're saying to go buy everybody in these videos. No, I'm saying if you were given the chance to go after this specific dude, would you go after him? And yeah, Dalvin Tomlinson's a dude that would be someone I would go after. He would immediately improve your defensive tackle rotation, number one. Number two, you have a guy that you could be like, this is our starting guy. And not this, okay, well, we have Osa, and Osa's pretty good. And then we have, you know, Hankins, and he's good too. But we kind of rotate him in. And then you got Watkins. It's not going to be like that. And I think the guy, you know, the Dallas Cowboys need bigger body dudes. And I think that that's something they're missing. It's like we have finesse guys. And, you know, that's kind of changing under Quinn because you saw the kind of guys we're drafting. But I think that you really need that immediate guy that can come in here, because I don't think the Cowboys are going to take a defensive tackle early in this draft. Sure, there were guys that look like interesting prospects, to say the least, but if it were me, this is a position where I just go out, get a dude that can come in, maybe on a 1 year or 2 year deal, depending on how he feels. I'm not entirely sure what kind of contract he's looking for, but he's a guy that won't get a lot of stats, but he's going to do a lot for your defense in the interior. So I would definitely look to bring in Dalvin Tomlinson, especially if you have the money to do so. You know, I'm not asking for a lot. I think you can go get one wide receiver, maybe two, if you're looking cheap. Go get this guy in Dalvin Tomlinson and go get, you know, a linebacker in free agency, or position yourself to go draft that, because we've been waiting and waiting for a defensive tackle to be that guy that we can rely on to stop the run or be an impact player, and we've never had that in a long, long time. So I'm hoping the Cowboys can actually open up the coffers, because, you know, they tried to do it with Gerald McCoy and Dontari Poe. That didn't work out because, unfortunately, one was, you know, really bad, and Dontari Poe and Gerald McCoy just effed up his quad, and that was the end of his career, basically. And it sucks because I'm really curious what it would have looked like with Gerald McCoy here in Dallas, but I think they need to go out and make a move like that. And, I understand that the Gerald McCoy signing wasn't the most expensive signing, but it was a signing I liked. I think you get a guy in here that can be productive for you, and you go from there. The Cowboys need to make that move again, but this time they need to go with a younger guy, and I think Dalvin Tomlinson would be that answer. So with that being said, guys, tell me what you guys think. Is Dalvin Tomlinson a guy that you would want the Cowboys to go after, buy? Would you want him sell? No, I can get someone else. Let me know. I definitely would love him here in Dallas. But with that being said, this is Space Cowboy Media signing out once again. You guys have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.